let do it. I influence. I influence. Oh, let do it. Yeah. That nigga Waka was making subconscious brain rot music. We finna react to this Ice Spice shit, bro. This shit happened a few days ago, but it's still crazy, bro.
Seen, but it was recently revealed that Ice Spice was gonna be a part of the new SpongeBob movie.
If this was anybody else, it'd be red flag. If this was a man, they'd be going
It's
crazy.
set to be released today, Friday, December 19th. Now on social media, I've been seeing posts about the SpongeBob movie for a while now, for at least a month or so. And what I'm seeing is honestly very inappropriate for a child's
what the
movie. Now,
bruh, SpongeBob, okay, it may have been a few scenes when Patrick had his cheeks, his like the scene at the movie. But on a regular TV show, there was no exposure of nothing. They like formulated his butt crack and did all this extra stuff. It was the one scene on SpongeBob movie where Patrick had his ass, his shit hanging out, his ass hanging out, flying through the sky. But even then, it was like, what the fuck? Like, it's goofy ass Patrick, but it was like one scene. Even that was crazy. But this, on the intro clip, is crazy. Imagine you got kids and they thinking they watching SpongeBob. You think you watching Family Guy. All of these shows, even Boondocks sold out after the second season. Some people say it was just the last season. Not even some people. I don't know why I said that. But I used to think it was just the last season they sold out. But after watching Boondocks like hella times, it's after the second season when it goes sour, bro.
considering the fact that they cast Ice Spice to be a character in the movie, that's already a little bit too much for me, as we know what kind of rapper Ice Spice is. She's one of those overly sexualized rappers that, show too much. And honestly, think about it. The age group that this SpongeBob movie targets, it's literally little children. So the fact that they would bring in this female drill rapper who only talks about shaking her...
And this the same audience. These kids, bro. These the same 6-7 kids, bro. It doesn't matter what era it is. Kids are always... See, us, we like this dumbass shit because we older now. They already got us. They don't care about us, bro. They don't want you relaying a message. They don't want young women talking about this. Like, this is what I was trying to... I had a Discord clip where I was talking to this girl, and I was going to post the content, but it only has her audio, so I can't even post none of that content. But she brought this shit up. That's the reason why I'm going... This is the reason why I, looked into it a little more. But, yeah, bro, we need more young women speaking on this shit, bro. Because when we talk about it, I guess niggas ain't even
parts and showing off her body, and then put her in a child's movie, that was already inappropriate. But then I started to notice that this entire movie was inappropriate. It wasn't just the fact that they put Ice Spice, but I started to see posts on social media. Specifically, it was SpongeBob, and he was wearing a G-string on this billboard, and I couldn't even believe my eyes. This is SpongeBob SquarePants. When I was a kid, I honestly used to watch SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm pretty sure many of you watched it as well. To think that this is what they're turning it into today. And it's a kid's movie.
How you gonna do SpongeBob like that, bro? That's because the original owners be dying. It just be hella shit going on. Like, it's no different than your organic brand that you love that just came out, and then 2 months later it start tasting different. Yeah, because they sold out. Your favorite brand sold out. That's why I just go straight to the fruits and vegetables section. I try to stay away from that packaged shit as much as possible, bro. Stay away from packaged shit, bro. Just go straight in. Or they say the fruits and vegetables is bad too, but I'd rather deal with bad fruits and vegetables and grains and shit like that than these brands is sick, bro.
It's not like they're saying we're going to make an X-rated version of SpongeBob or an adult version of SpongeBob. No, this is a kid's movie. SpongeBob still has kid fans. That's who watches SpongeBob. So why are they doing all this? And that's not even it. When I was on social media not too long ago, I also saw Paramount make a post where they had Patrick in a G-string and he was showing his butt. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This is just, all of it is propaganda. It's all aimed at the children. They're trying to introduce our children to these themes and topics right under our noses, and the parents are most likely going to take their children to watch this movie and think nothing about it. Even the song.
I'm trying to think, like, how the fuck that shit ain't getting took down, bro? I'm on my 6th TikTok, 5th TikTok, bro. Bro, this shit is just like, yo, bro. It's a rigged game, boy. people don't think it's a spiritual warfare out here. Like, even though I'm not watching this shit and we ain't watching SpongeBob, we do have to talk about this shit, bro. Hopefully a little nigga see this shit and be like, I ain't watching that shit. Or maybe he knows it's kind of like off. But if I was 8, 9 and we had TikTok, I would know what the fuck is going on, bro. Because I knew, well, at least I thought I felt like I knew what was going on when I was 8 and 9 and 10. I wasn't just an innocent, dumb kid, bro. I knew shit, bro. Like, I knew shit. I knew to a certain extent, like, well, shit, this ain't right or this, like, I knew certain little, like, I was watching Illuminati conspiracy type video. I was watching them videos before, like, when YouTube was really scary, like, when they was like, search up the Elmo video and the Elmo possessed, like, all that type of era, you know? Like, I remember watching a video. I would never forget this shit, bro. It was like a black dude with some locks, bro. And this was like back then when I first figured out about Lil Snoop and figured out he died. I seen a video that said Meek Mill sacrificed Lil Snoop, and I never forget that shit. And of course, like, I didn't go down the rabbit hole back then, but I just remember seeing that video and it scared the fuck out of me. And I remember I was young too, so I was like, I couldn't have been 13, bro, or 12. But yeah, the video scared me though, cause he had like the voiceover and the pictures. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga Meek gonna figure out. I know he gonna get me too. Oh shit, that shit crazy. But yeah, I just remember what I brought that up is I remember seeing that type of content even back then. So it's just like, it's crazy, bro. The internet's crazy.
Song with Ice Spice. She has a whole song for the SpongeBob movie. You don't think that these kids are gonna listen to this song and then go check out the rest of her music and see her doing all these inappropriate moves and all this stuff that she be doing? True. That is how they're going after our children. That's what they're doing. This is what they're trying to introduce our children to. I saw another post that caught my attention that was beyond insane. Ice Spice showed up to the premiere of the movie and she was wearing a see-through dress. The premiere of a child's movie has a drill rapper, a female drill rapper who is known for overly sexualizing herself, wearing a see-through dress so that they can promote the movie. This is insane.
Cute. You guys look so cute. Thank you all for coming. This is my first voiceover. Woo! Sorry, I'm out of breath. Yeah, enjoy. I've never seen the film, so this will be my first time too. Hey girl, you're so cute. Hey y'all in the back. Sorry, I'm so shy and weird. Yeah, it's my first time. I hope you enjoy it. I was really nervous, but this is so exciting and I'm just so grateful to be a part of this. And
then she put on this like, oh, I'm so shy. That should be, bro. I'm not saying she ain't actually shy in the moment, but bro, she don't give a fuck. If you think Ice Spice, like, she don't give a fuck. You could tell, like, you can look at her eyes and tell she don't give a fuck. Like, I don't think she's doing this with no intellectual deviance. I don't think she's like, yeah, I'm misleading the kids. And I just think, like, if you bring it up to her, she'd be like, well, I'm a girl. Like, she still can pull that, you know? I'm pretty, that type shit. I'm gonna promote Bow.
Grateful that you guys came out to watch it, so yes. Okay, I'll see you after.
Honestly, think about this. This is supposed to be a child's movie, a movie for children to watch, and there isn't supposed to be anything involved in that movie that's going to be questionable. But they do this purposely. This is how they sneak it in little by little. It's the same thing with the Lil Nas X agenda, how they sneak it in into these little kid TV shows. That's exactly what they're doing with this. They're trying to get our children very young. They're trying to introduce them to these topics. And they do this with everything. Like I've said a million times, if you grew up watching Disney Channel, one of the main themes that you see across all the children's show is this heavy focus on relationships between boys and girls and kissing. And
that's very true. We grew up on some Disney Channel was really lovey-dovey. That's why I was trying to fall in love and get a girlfriend when I was in high school. That Disney, I watch hella Disney Channel. I can't even bap. I watch Let It Shine, nigga. I watch all these movies where these niggas is super lovey-dovey and you feeling all good inside because, ooh. It's every single one of these shows has some type of relationship dynamic, and we thought that shit was normal. Now that I'm older, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but why is there TV shows I'm not gonna lie to you though, bro. But even then, it wasn't. It was still like more educational. It was still more like, okay, this is what you're gonna potentially experience. This is how high school gonna be. This is how this gonna be. This is how it's gonna be when you get your girlfriend and she upsets you, and then they play the, and they play all the little background sounds and shit. So you like, damn. Like we watching shit like Shake It Up, and you like, damn, I want to have a girlfriend like Zendaya, and you know, like you just, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They the reason why I feel like a lot of simps and all that shit, like all that shit came about, like the simp shit. Cause we was looking at, but everybody was on the Disney Channel type time, but then not everybody. Nigga, you wake up to life eventually. Like, nigga, I've been having, bro. I remember I had a girlfriend, 5th grade. I'm talking about like, will you go out with me? We girlfriends. And she went with my other friend. I'm like, damn, then I had a girlfriend 6th grade. And then I had a girlfriend 10th grade, 9th grade. Them the only times I had real girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that shit ain't real, you know? But all that shit came from Disney Channel and me watching them TV shows. No bad.
Falling in love and all this stuff. None of that stuff should be promoted to children. None of that stuff should be pushed into children's brains as a child. Like, I can even admit, I was affected by that as a kid. When I used to watch Disney Channel and I would see boy and girl and they have to get this boyfriend or they have to get this girlfriend, and it was all focused on relationships between children, intimate relationships between children. It doesn't matter if it's just kissing, because we know what all of it leads to. But when I saw that, I felt that I needed a girlfriend when I was a kid.
Just say that? Now, damn, hey, this nigga true, he's snapping on this one.
I was missing something, or that I was incomplete because I didn't have a girlfriend at like 8 years old. Do you understand that this is all propaganda? This is how they program the mind. This is how they turn you into the puppet that they want you to.
Hella light magic. Look at them covers. That shit used to be looking so, like, it kind of looked mid now when you look at it, but back then this shit looked at like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, this shit just looked at like life. Like, the TV was so sweet, life on deck. Bro, y'all don't understand. TV was so good. Like, it was such a good, like, we was so sleep in TV spell. What they Rod Hayes call it, the spell of Kongu. Nigga, we was sleep. I can't even watch Netflix or TVs no more. I only watch anime really when I eat food. As soon as I'm done eating, I turn it off. Like, I can't cap. Like, other than that, I'll be on YouTube reacting, working, doing shit. But like, if it's a movie out or something, I'll watch it. But if I'm not eating snacks or something, I'm not really watching no TV, no show. It's crazy, bro. These shows did put a lot of love in our heart though, bro. But it left us a lot of voids too.
And they know that, unfortunately, using lust is the best weapon. And if you can get somebody hooked on lust, even as a child, they're going to be easy to control for the rest of their life through lust. Slave. And you're taking away their spirit. I've already spoken about this on one of my Patreon videos, but
that shit is deep, bro. If I would have not got taken down by lust as a kid, nigga, I was introduced to lust when I was like 11, bro. And that shit came from, I remember listening to Lil Wayne, and he was, what's the song called? She will. Oh, no. If somebody could miss me whenever I'm gone. And he said, and I'll masturbate till the brown off. Oh, that's nasty. Something about masturbate on that. And I was like, Dad, what's masturbate? He was like, don't do that shit. Chop it. Fuck with your chi. I just remember he was super adamant on that's it. Fuck with your chi life force. Chop your chi. That's what we called it, because I did taekwondo. So he was like, yo, chi. I already knew what he meant, but I didn't. But then I remember like 2-3 years later, I found the little WWE divas. The divas. And that's what turned me on. And then I was on a video game and they brought it up. And I'll just be thinking like, yo, if I would have never lost my innocence when I was young, I would have been raw in sports. Now I know how to like grasp and gain my energy, and I know it's trying to usurp from me. But when you kid, you don't think about it that way. Like, they're trying to take your soul. Like, when I was young, like, if I would have kept my innocence, and I had a bunch of friends and they was super like squares, bruh. Like, I remember I had a friend named Kamari, and he was super just regular, you know? Like he was like, I remember he had a girlfriend, he didn't even want to hug her. Like he was super scared and shy and shit. We was laughing because we already, you know what I'm saying? We already gone. But we think we grown. We in the 7th fucking grade. Mind you, that's how it's supposed to be, the 7th grade. You're supposed to be having butterflies and you're scared to put your arm around your girl and it's awkward. That's how it's supposed to be when you 12 and 13. We over here. I grew up in Vallejo, so niggas was already doing shit, getting twerked on, going to parties, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, bro. Like, what the fuck? So this is how Babylon controlled the realm, by introducing that lust energy to the youth. That's why they signed Sexy Red, this Ice Spices and all them. Not to get too personal on the vid, but I just want to give some like experience and just some breakdown. Like if anybody younger watching my shit, like listen, that shit is a trap, bro. And mind you, we didn't grow up with Instagram, big booties jumping and clapping and all this extra shit. So you got to do more to protect your energy. But if you use your life force to create and keep it within, it's way better. Or even if you just get a girl, it's way better, you know? But life ain't all about sex. They lied to us. That's a Babylon trick. I don't care if everybody around you fucking hoes and all this shit. Listen to the partners that's older and shit. If you in school, whatever, you know? Lock in, nigga. Let's go.
In reality, this is the goal of what they're doing. What they're trying to do is indoctrinate our children, put these ideas in their brain, have them download it so they can start asking questions, so they can start searching online, so they can start looking for it on their own. And then next thing you know, they have a full-on addiction to the P word. This SpongeBob movie should be boycotted. Nobody.
You know what's crazy too? You know them people that run that industry? They run a rap, prison, like they all connected. All them energies, all the industries are connected, bro. The movie industry, the corn, the rap, the prisons, all of it's connected.
Should be watching this. It came out today. Nobody should give their money to this. Nobody should be taking their children to watch this. It's unacceptable that they're doing this right in front of our faces and nobody's saying nothing. I mean, there is a few people on social media, but that is not enough. We need people standing up to things like this because they're corrupting our children. Our children should not have to be dealing with this. And I know we can just keep them from watching it, but why is it even made in the first place? We know what's acceptable for children. I don't think anybody needs to be told what is and what isn't acceptable for children. So why in the world would it be okay for Paramount to make a movie about SpongeBob SquarePants, a beloved child character that kids have loved for 20, 30 years now?
And they know, this is how they trick us too, because they know we already done told them, oh, SpongeBob, that's a class. Like, they know we hold SpongeBob dear to heart, so we ain't even gonna look into it for real. Oh, they still remaking SpongeBob? Damn, why they doing that? But we ain't gonna look into it because that's SpongeBob, you know? That shit probably, like, I've seen clips of new episodes sometimes jump up. What the fuck is that? Like, I be thinking it's AI, because I'm like, I don't remember that episode. But you know, they kept making SpongeBob, but the original season stopped like after 5 or 4. I think season 5 or 4 is the last season. Like, it only has a certain amount of seasons when SpongeBob is real. And then the production kept going. And there's still probably episodes that you remember after that, like 2007, 8. But like, once it get in them 2008 and 9 and 10, once it get past 2008, it's over with for SpongeBob. I ain't going back. It lose that feel. Once I feel like it's really 2005, 6, it lose that feel.
And then turn it into softcore.
Like SpongeBob was deep. It was a deep show too. Like it taught us life lessons. Like, it wasn't no goofy ass minion shit. They turned SpongeBob into the Minions. It's crazy.
Word for these little kids to consume and act like it's all good. This is what I am talking about.